Welcome guests, and the Japanese Steve. A place I've always wanted to go. And I have learned so much about Japan. And what I liked about it, he asked a question of who's been there. A few hands went up, mine sat still, quite still, because I had not been. But then he started to give us some facts. And what I did like was the comparison between Japan and the UK. The landmass, the numbers of people that live there. In Japan, just 20% of where people live, of their landmass. I didn't know that. Must be an awful lot of high-rises. He tended to give us, well, he gave us a lot of information. But did he use enough gestures? Steve has got a terrible habit of doing this. And that to me are not gestures, they're what do I do with these things? Whereas you could use them so well. Japan is so far away. And here we are in England. Just little things like that. The other thing was that he tended to drift a little bit because although he was talking about health, which I thought was really interesting, where we are and all the money we spend, and education, and the various other things he did, then he went off tact about France being the best in the health. Well, that really was a throwaway part that didn't really add to the speech, for me anyway. I would have loved to have seen, his stance was a little bit like this, and he does tend to rock a little bit because that's the way Steve is, that's his presentation style. But it could have been a bit more definite. I flew there, and it was great. My wife and I love it. You know, really give us your voice as well as your gestures. There's so much more that could be added to that. It was a really interesting speech because I've learned so much from it, but it could have been so much more. And you did the dreaded, for me, I'll just pause, just shut up and pause. Where am I going? And then we can think of what you've said. So important. I've said it so often, and it's important. If you listen to a good speaker that doesn't use it and that talks at a nice level, which you do, he does talk at a very good level, good pace, it is just so much better because for me, once I hear them, I think, oh, when's the next one coming? And then I tend to lose what's going to come after. So just try and work on that. If you're really struggling, as I say, just pause. So lots more gestures. Could have been much more. Can we try and stop this? Otherwise, I really did enjoy Japan and the UK. Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, June. And just before we move on, I'd just like to say one thing to annoy June, which is we now move over to Charlie because we need a little timekeeper support. Were all of our evaluators in time, Charlie?
Well, they were all within 5 seconds of each other, would you believe? And on the right side of the clock.
Perfect.
3:15 for Keith, 3:19 for Stephen, 3:19 also for Jim.
Okay, now, as we said, everything gets evaluated, so if you could just spend 1 minute writing down your evaluation of the evaluators, and then which is best evaluator, I'd like you to evaluate who you thought was the best evaluator, and write them down there, and then we can put them all in, and then Elizabeth can evaluate who's the winner.
Thank you. And now, great time, we can put the camera away.